Welcome once again. Now, in addition to the data that we've entered, there is an easier way of importing data. You can import data from different formats: CSV, Excel, PDF, but I'm going to just look at data in terms of which are represented in an Excel file. So there's a tab here in the ribbon known as external tab data, and this is where you will now either import or export data that you already have. So in this case, you can see even that the Excel icon is present there, so you can actually import data from different places, either from Excel, from Access, another database, text file, an XML file, and more other forms of files. But now we are going to select importation of data from Excel. So we need to get data from Excel, and I already have a table, that an Excel file that I've saved. So I'll browse, and I've saved it on the desktop folder. So now I'll come here, browse, then I will have to come to the desktop, select the desktop, and since the file that is needed is Excel, then it will only show me, it will filter out all the other files except the Excel files. We had actually said we need Excel file, so here we'll just click on the file. I'll call it ungraded, and then I will say open. I have three options. One, import the source data into a new table, which I'm going to do so. We can also append a copy of the records to the table. So the tables that will be populated here will be the tables already in this MS Access database, but we will not use that. Finally, there is the option to link the data source by creating a linked table. In this case, a table will be created in MS Access, but you have the option of changing the data in the linked Excel file. So the changes that are made in the linked Excel file will be updated in the Access database. So basically, you will not change the data only in the database. You can change it from the Excel file, and those changes will be updated in the Access database. But I want to import fully, so I will select the first option and then click OK. So in this case, I have a wizard which will lead me through. Of course, when we open up the first, when you open up the ungraded Excel file, I'll take it as read only. You can see that it has three sheets: sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. So the one that I want is in sheet 1. So in Access, I will select sheet 1, because even if I select sheet 2, there is nothing. There is no name ranges. If the worksheets had been named, we would have used the named ranges, but I will select the worksheet as a whole and select this data. In the next part of the wizard, it will want to check to see whether the first row contains column headings, which is true, so I'll leave this checked. Otherwise, it will import even the name in, it will import the first row as records. So that one now will ensure that the records are updated as per the column headings. Then now, in each of these, I will have to select to get to know what data type each column is. So the admission number column, this I will take it as the primary key, and it is a short text, as we had already indicated before, because there are some students who may have names which have alphanumeric characters. So next, now in the names field, that is a short text, class short text. English. So this is an integer. I'll designate it as an integer because it's a small number. It's up to maximum 100. Math also, I will take it as an integer. Biology as well as an integer. So when we come to the next, I want access to add a primary key because the admission number is already a primary key. So I'll choose my own primary key, but you can still leave the access program to choose a primary key for you. But for me, I'll have it as admission number being the primary key. Then next I will import it. So I'll have to enter the name of the table. I'll call it table students. Sorry. Table imported student details. So you can see the camel notation. The first letter of each word is capitalized and there is no space. Finish. So if I wish to do more importations later, I can save the steps. Otherwise, I'll close. So now we have a table of imported students. At times, when the data types do not agree, you will get an error. There's a table which will highlight the import errors that will be encountered during the import process. At times, you may have selected some data as an integer, yet it is alphanumeric. It happens. So it will tell you exactly where the problem is and you will correct it. So now we have the table of imported student details. So when I double click it, I now have all the information that I need. So this is the information, and that brings us to the end of the video on importing data. See you in the next video.